Hey Deckers, the No Man's Sky Aquarius update is here and you can finally go fishing on planets now on your Steam Deck. Now I had to fiddle around with some settings and I'm absolutely blown away with what I can get away with on the Steam Deck OLED now. LCD should perform not much different, obviously you won't be able to have HDR, but otherwise No Man's Sky is looking absolutely fantastic. Before I cap the frames at 45 and show you exactly what settings I'm running, with this uncapped it can bounce between 40 and 90 frames per second depending on where you are. In space it does hold up to 90 frames per second quite happily, but as we're entering planets and we're going into the atmosphere it does plummet somewhat, but there is a little bit of extra loading going on with all that planetary detail. You can see as we're cruising kind of above here, it does hover around the 50 to 60 mark, but it does bounce around quite a lot all over the place and does sit up in that 22 watt range. So even on the OLED, you're only going to get about 2.5 hours battery at best. It does look absolutely phenomenal though. Even when we're riding around on beasts and other bits and pieces, this is a very luscious planet, so you will get the same no matter kind of what planet you're on. But if I now cap this at 45 frames per second and show you the settings that I'm running here, you see I'm running at 800p. We want to turn that VSync off as well because we want it to be controlled by the Steam Deck really. And then we want to cap the frames per second in game to 45. And now you'll see that I'm actually running on the enhanced preset. The only change I've made is turn motion blur off and also enable the anti-aliasing to FSR2 and quality mode as well. As if you do the enhanced default it does set that to balance, but we can up it to quality. And now you'll see that that 45 frames per second is pretty solid no matter what situation we're in. Now there are still a few load spikes here and there, so you will see it dip very minorly now and then. But what you will also notice is that wattage is now down to the 13 to 15 watt range, meaning you're now going to get a good 3.5 to 4 hours battery overall. So really extending that battery life, and you're not going to notice the difference in frames per second because it's that much more stable and smoother. It just feels and looks absolutely phenomenal. Now if you are going to go fishing, you will need to go and get the blueprint from the synthesizer on the Anomaly first, but it only costs 1 nanite, so don't worry about that. It will just take you a bit more to actually go and build not only your fishing rod but also the exoskiff, so you can hover it out in water and go fishing wherever you like. Takes a bit of getting used to, but it is a phenomenal addition, especially being able to do all the underwater exploration now, and obviously having water on planets just makes it look so much more realistic. Let us know in the comments below if you're going to be diving into No Man's Sky on the Steam Deck after this update. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.